What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good time out there. Today we have a few hours to work on this thing. For all of you who don't know, this is my 1996 F350 that we are axle swapping, and we were this close to finishing it until I found a little problem. Let me show you. Right as I was about ready to finish this, I found this big old crack on the frame, and we are gonna try and fix this today. And the way that we're gonna try and fix it is by welding it back over again. Hopefully that'll be enough. I'll go over the whole process of how I'm gonna try and fix it, and hopefully it'll be strong enough to keep going good. So anyways, let's get right to that. Okay, so the first thing that I did was get this bolt removed. Now, what I'm gonna do is get this thing beveled out a little bit so that I can actually get weld in more into the frame and not just over it. I think that's gonna be the strongest way. But before I start welding, I'm also gonna drill out this little corner right here to kind of stop the crack, or at least that's the idea. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get those two things done, and we'll go ahead and start welding this thing together. So now that we have this thing pretty well beveled out, again, you don't want to go like all the way through the frame, but just enough to where the weld will actually grab a little bit better. And now the next thing that we're gonna do is actually drill a hole right at the end of that bevel, because that's about where the crack ended at. And I'm drilling about a 1/8 inch hole. I don't know if that's too much or not enough, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. And basically the reason why you want that hole is because it's basically meant to stop the crack from spreading. At least that's the idea, so hopefully it'll work. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get that hole drilled out, and I'm actually gonna run and get a little torch to get that frame preheated to make sure that the weld really grabs on. And also the other reason why I wanna get that torch is because I'm pretty sure that all underneath there, up there, is probably full of grease and whatnot, and when you're welding, all that stuff is gonna drip into your weld and contaminate it and basically make your weld pretty much useless. So my idea is, if I heat this enough, I'm hoping that oil will already kind of melt and try and start at least seeping out of here and be able to clean it out a little bit better than if I had it, if I didn't do that. Like I said, at least that's the idea, so that's what I'm gonna try and do. Okay guys, and now we're ready to pretty much start heating up the area to start welding it. I bought this little torch kit. I'll leave a link to it somewhere down in the description if you guys want to check them out. They're actually pretty nice. They're about $44, I think, $40. And I think it should get that frame up to temp just fine. I was also gonna get a thermometer, but I couldn't find any. So oh well. I think we'll be good. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this thing out of the box, and get that crack all heated up. Also, a couple things that I forgot to mention are that you want to make sure that the negative is disconnected on both of your batteries. That will protect all your electronics. Another thing that you want to do to protect the electronics is you want to make sure that when you ground your welder, you want to have it as close to the part that you're welding. That's also going to help to protect all of your electronics. It's going to keep that hopefully a little bit closer in than if you didn't. So now we're pretty much ready. I've got my long sleeves on. I'm going to go ahead and heat up the frame, get it cleaned up, and we're going to weld this thing. So let's get right to it. One more thing that I forgot to mention is that you definitely want to make sure that you have a fire extinguisher somewhere within hand reach, just in case the truck catches on fire. I have mine right here. It's perfect. So yeah, you want to make sure that you have your fire extinguisher and have all the flammables. Sorry, and have all the flammables moved out of the way because you don't want to catch your truck on fire. And obviously, you want to make sure that you have all of your PPE, so your welding hood, welding gloves, sleeves, because even if you have all the correct PPE, you might still get a little burnt. I got a little bit, but if you're welding, you gotta know that you're gonna get probably a little bit burnt. I already got the weld done. Like I said, I completely forgot to record it. I'm sorry about that, guys, but it was like literally like not even 10 seconds that I was welding. So it looks perfectly good. There's no undercut, there's nothing on it. It looks really, really good. It got really good penetration on it. Those extra 2 little tacks that you see on either end, that's from the hole that I filled in. I make sure that was really nice and filled in all the way through. And then on this end, it didn't quite go all the way to the end, and it kind of got some kind of little divots in it, so I cover that up. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and grind everything nice and flat, and just to kind of blend it in with the rest of the frame. And that's also gonna let me see inside of the weld, basically just to see if there was any porosity or anything like that on the weld that might compromise it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and we'll basically be done with this thing. Like I said, it was super simple, super easy, and let's hope it works out. Okay guys, and just like that, we are completely done. As you can see, you can't even tell that there was ever a crack on this thing. The weld looked perfect. There's no porosity, nothing in it, and I am very happy with the way that it turned out. Now to finish this out, I'm gonna throw some paint back over it, and we'll be done. Okay guys, and just like that, we are done. Like I had said in the video where I talked about it, it's a big deal. You definitely don't want any cracks in your frame. But thankfully it was an easy fix. We were able to get it down. Like I said, if I wouldn't have had to go and buy that thing, probably would have taken like 30 minutes to get this whole thing completely done. So yeah, like I said, pretty simple. You shouldn't be too freaked out if you have a crack like that. And if you don't have a welder, or if you're not pretty confident with your welding, I'm pretty sure that there's some shops that could get that done for you. Like I said, it's really no big deal. Another areas that you want to check before you fix it is around your steering box. So my crack happened basically like right here, where the cross member is at. You definitely want to look around your steering box. That's another really big area where you can find cracks. I already did. It looks fine. It looks good. I think we locked out around that. Plus, I think that with the way that this thing is designed, I think it's actually going to brace this area a little bit too. So I think that's a plus to this thing. Alright guys, but that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about the fix. Let me know if you would have done it any other way. I didn't use an additional plate on it because I don't think it was necessary. Hopefully I was not wrong about it. But anyways, leave down any comments that you might have. Leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one.